Hi, it's so good to see you at this holiday time. What is that? Me and you? No, it's too soon. Not right now. You're silly. Welcome, my children, my comrades, whatever you want to be referred to as. Welcome to A Christmas Tale. A tale as old as time, as I bring you forth on a journey, on a hero's journey, if you will, from the deep valley of despair to the high highs of a mountaintop. I don't know. I'm here to tell you about my journey on trying to make a gingerbread house, and the highs and lows, and the success or failure of how it went. It all started one faithful day at Home Goods. So me and Philip were at Home Goods looking for decor for our... Guys, it's hit me. Oh, we've had an epiphany at the Home Goods. A epiphany at the Home Goods. We're doing a purple Christmas. This is what it's gonna be, a purple Christmas. Also failed Christmas tree. I was super excited to do like a purple, lavender, Y2K, somewhat themed Christmas tree. And if you watched my last video, you will find out that didn't happen. When we were there, as we were about to leave, we found the most beautiful, most gorgeous pink gingerbread house. Loved it. It was stunning. Amazing. It was like $200 to $300. I wasn't gonna spend $200 to $300 on that. Just wasn't gonna. And it was big. Where the heck was I gonna put that in my apartment? You've seen it. It's not that big. So wasn't gonna happen. I had a great idea in that moment of, why not make it? So from there, I drew out my concept, my idea, where I was going to execute such a project. Because for whatever reason, my brain said, the bigger the better, which is not always the case. Sometimes personality is the best thing. I knew I wanted something similar. I liked the pink, I liked the white, I liked how simple it was. I did, I think, eventually find some like candy detailing that I wanted to put onto it, and just kind of go with that. I think I looked at a lot of different gingerbreads online. It was kind of hard. I don't know. It's just, you know, when you want to do something original but then won't sit and think about something original, it's kind of hard to do. Once completely sketched out and pretty happy with what I was going to do, the next part was figuring out, how was I going to build a house? I've never built a house in my life. I'm not a builder, but I'm going to try. Because I'm that confident, I guess, in myself that I believe that I could do it. I believed I was able to make a house, apparently. I had an idea that I would do cardboard, maybe if I could find some wood. I do know that I don't have any wood cutting tools, so cutting something out of wood was not an option, but it could be used as something to keep it sturdy. I went to a store that would have wood, the wood store, if you will. I picked up 3 cheap ass pieces of like fence, like literal pieces that would be used for a fence. They were $1 or $2. I'm like, heck yeah. And I picked up a bunch of cardboard. I also picked up some mud, my homegirl Mud. She's great, she's wonderful. She's drywall, but we call her Mud in this house. And also picked up some caulk, if you will. I believe that's about it. And I was just going to start with that, see what I could get. Again, never built a house. I don't want to give you the impression I have ever built a house. With all our ingredients, it was now time to execute. And you know what? I think I did a solid job at making a somewhat decent base, I just had the bright idea to nail in cardboard into pieces of wood, because as long as that cardboard had something solid to like rest its pretty little cardboard head on, that's all I needed. And it worked fantastically. That helped me be able to move like pieces as I knew I was going to start building it inside and eventually bring it outside, because I knew I wasn't going to be able to finish it inside as it was basically as tall as my apartment. And I wasn't going to want to make it beautiful and then have it break in the final moments when trying to put it outside. So I started building it. I started cutting out the pieces and like using my somewhat very small cardboard knowledge. And I've gone to Kick the PJ University, the one and only who uses cardboard like a mother. And from just the little tidbits I can remember of videos back in the day of his of cardboard, I applied that going forward. I also knew that a lot of people would like fold it. The first night was gluing and cutting and just making a somewhat okay base. That was also forming the little foyer, I don't know what you'd say, like the little part that was sticking out that would have the door, and it would also have its own little roof. Now I started this in November. There were still mosquitoes all through November. And if I go outside for more than 5 seconds, I'm getting bit. I'm juicy. The mosquitoes look at me and they go, oh, give me, okay? Give me. So I wanted to keep working on it, but I wasn't wanting to get bit. So I moved it into my room. I had to move inside. And yes, why am I recording audio while I actively have a piece of candy in my mouth? I don't know. I was getting bit so many times. I couldn't stand being out there. So I had to make some space in my office. And we're going to keep continuing and figuring this out. So far, so good. She's sturdy. She's stable. I'm thinking the plan for the rest of the night, as I'm not going to get this done today. It's like 7 o'clock. I'm going to go ahead and finish the outside here. It is significantly taller than I think it is inside. So I don't think I can add. I don't know if it's a smart idea to add the top layer, but I was going to go ahead and spackle. Got some all-purpose. This was $5. I got gypped. I've gotten like huge, like giant things of mud for $5. This was $5. So you know inflation's bad when this is $5 now for a spackle. Oh, what the hell. Also, I got the wrong nails. These are a lot thicker than I needed them to be, but they're there for secure reasons. And I got some nice cock, just in case I need to fill some holes. So on day 2, the move happened. We put it out there. Everything was fine. I only spent the weekends working on it, as during the weeks I was working on commissions. But what took the most time, and what I just didn't think would take the most time, is the pillars. I thought I could execute this with installation expanding foam. This looks like whipped cream. As a lot of people, when they like do gingerbread type houses, they will use it and it looks great. This is not what I thought it would look like. I guess we're doing like a base. Sorry, should I do it pretty?
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, get pretty.
We're kind of jumping the gun. As you can see, it's not all the way spray painted. But who cares? Looks a little gnarly, but I think we have to trust the vision. So I thought that would go a long way. Now going forward, if I am to do this next year, I know to probably do it on the ground, like, you know, like an individual piece, do it on the ground. Oh, I have a friend. And then put it up, because gravity is not your friend with it. It did stay in a form, and you'll see that it does, but it wasn't gonna do like the cute. Basically, the foam is not directional. It's just to fill up holes and expand and do its job. It's not to make a shape. Like, you're not gonna spray it and then hope that it'll form a shape. I kind of got away with it. If you let it sit for a bit and get tacky, you can kind of form it, but it's just such a hassle to work with that even doing that is just too much. And I had to wear so many gloves, and even if I accidentally like touched it on accident, that shit would be on my hand for like the whole week. I think I still have some expanding foam still stuck on my thumb that will not come off. Sorry, I have to show my best friend. My little best friend's here. I started sculpting and shaping the pillars. That's, like I said, I think was 2 weeks, but just 2 weekends of shaping the pillars and making them look nice. Philip just kept saying, please just buy a fucking boxing knife or a box cutter. And I eventually did, and that was a lifesaver. That was a great idea on Philip. So 1 point for Philip for a great idea in his life. Okay. With that helped. That helped me start shaving things down and forming. And I was like, oh, I guess I should get some air dry clay. So I bought air dry clay to more so make the finishing look better. That took forever, so that's why that took 2 weeks. And that was a lot of air dry clay that I used. I bought so much air dry clay. It's not even funny. And it did look good. It did help. There was a specific one that I got that was great, that I loved, and that I could sand down, and it looked fantastic. So that was just a lot of time, was working on those pillars. Eventually, I started cutting up the top roof and trying to spray paint and working on the door, and I accidentally did a beautiful frame for the door, but it didn't align with the frame I had already cut. So I had a little smart idea to use tissue paper. Now, with all that being said, it rained a lot. First rain came and it sagged my cardboard the first time. And I said, you know what? We'll just keep going. Okay, so this is the 3rd week I'm working on it. And it rained, so it's a little fucked up. And you can see this is melting, but it's kind of hard now. So I'm gonna try to put mud on top of it and see if that works. It's not the worst thing ever. I'll just keep going. Then another rain came with some really heavy wind, and it blew down the house that all my neighbors came to tell me that the house had blown down. I just felt really defeated with that. I didn't know what I was going to do, as it had already rained twice and ruined my cardboard and then knocked down the house. So I think after a week of not touching it, we had a neighbor come by when we were playing Minecraft one day, and they were like, we saw that how long you've been working on this house, and my husband really wants to help you put it back up. Like, he's really good with nails. I can't think of words. He's really good at nailing things. She didn't say that. She definitely didn't say it like that. And she's not cucking herself. That's what I'm making it sound like. He's really good at nailing things. He's good with his hand. How do I not make that sound bad? What did she say?
He has a bunch of wood and nails.
He's got a bunch of wood and he knows how to nail. Anyway, she was being very sweet. She had her daughter and stuff, and they were just like, we really are excited to see it. You've been working so hard on this. I think at that point it had been up for a month. And I was like, yeah, I was just gonna give up on it. I didn't really know what to do. And that put me back in the Christmas spirit. Having my neighbors help me put this house back up, and that they were so excited to see it done. And that put my ass back into gear. I started working so hard on it. I was like, fuck this weather, fuck this rain. You can't stop me. I'm gonna do it. And it kept raining. Every fucking weekend or week, it kept raining.
It's not going well. It's rained multiple times. And it fell because of the wind one night really bad. I thankfully had some neighbors come and help me put it back up, as I was very much going to give up on it. And I'm in this moment wanting to give up on it.
You gotta process it. Okay? Okay?
Okay. It doesn't need to be that long.
That eventually I was like, I don't know what to do. But somebody had thrown away a giant box that they had their TV in. And I said, I know that box is pretty sturdy because we have that exact same TV. And I said, I'm gonna take it. After Philip kept telling me, please don't take that box. Please don't go near the trash and take that box. I said, Philip, it's a really good box and I don't want to spend money on a box. It would be better to just recycle this box because the box is just gonna get thrown away. And Philip said, please don't do that. Oh no, my star fell out. He said, please, I'm begging you, don't take that fucking box. I took the box. The box was a great idea. I tore everything apart. Everything that was just not working. The new little frame that I had just built for the roof and the rooftop and everything. I tore it completely apart. I kept certain pieces. I added more sturdier boxes, cardboard to it. And I said, you know what? Again, this weather can't fucking disencourage me. I'm gonna persevere and I'm gonna keep on going. Here it is. Brought back to life, hopefully. Let's see if this works. Instead of being on the outside of the stairs, I put it on the inside of the stairs. And because we were already about 2 to 3 weeks away from Christmas, I said, I'm not gonna have time to fucking do the little outside. Fuck it. We're just gonna at least see it through and get some part of this finished. And then it rained again. And it rained a lot. I think it rained for a few days. And it still got wet under the stairs, even though the part that was always under the stairs would be fine. Then the pillars started melting off. Just big chunks of clay falling off of them onto the ground, washing away all the beautiful, sturdy piece of cardboard I used, disfigured. No longer strong, brittle, broken. So I threw it away. This is it. We're a week away from Christmas. And this is all I have. Our little garden's destroyed. We just gotta live. We just gotta let live and let die. And I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna throw it away. I stole this from the trash. Hulk smash. Let's take it to the trash. I'm like, Jesus, he holds the cross, right? I tried so hard to make you beautiful. Like this stupid bitch, you didn't want to live. I can't do it. Help. Help. What's the bottom? What's the bottom? What's the bottom? For Christmas!
War is.
This is emotional. But I don't want to fucking do it anymore. Happy war is over. Sorry to be a bummer on Christmas. It didn't work out. It wasn't gonna get done on time. And then what? I'm gonna be honest, no matter what, it was gonna get thrown away. There was no way I was gonna be able to keep cardboard sturdy and store it away. Just wasn't gonna happen. So, sorry, this isn't a good, good ending to the story. Not everything's a happy ending, okay? Sometimes things just die and you have to throw it away in the dumpster. No matter how many times you keep stapling new flesh to it. I don't know what to tell you, bud. Things die. Get over it. Grow up. I'm kidding. It's not the end of the world. It happened. I got new experience out of it, I guess. And if I'm to do it next year, I think I would know how to do it better, maybe. And maybe not be so ambitious. Who knows? Thank you so much for sticking around and watching this depressing video. But you know, I'm sure you could insert your own narrative and put a happy spin on it. You know, I'm vague about the ending so that you can interpret how it ended, even though it didn't end well. I hope if you celebrate Christmas, you're having a great Christmas. If not, a happy winter. Winter's a great time of year. Even if you get a little bit of your little saddies this time, just appreciate the good things. Put yourself in some warm light. Be a plant for the winter. I'm pretty sure the last video of the year, so look at me. I put out like 5 videos. Wow, I'm a YouTuber. I hope you have a happy new year and I can't wait to see you. Right? I'm gonna see you next year, right? You're gonna call and text me? You're gonna leave a comment? Okay. I mean, you don't have to. It'd be nice. Bye!